Spirit Christmas is back. Last year, Spirit Halloween tried a new Christmas store with 8 locations, but now they expanded to 30 with their flagship store located in Mays Landing, New Jersey, opening in October. That's right, it's Christmas time already. With animatronics, inflatables, and even Santa himself, they went all out this year, and I'll have to take a look at everything. 2 days before the opening, they announced the flagship celebration, so I assumed a good amount of people would show up, but that wasn't the case. Wow, I pulled up in here thinking that there was going to be a decent amount of people, not as packed as the Spirit Halloween flagship, but at least some. But I guess they wanted it that way because they didn't even announce it until 2 days before. So I guess they like it when there's less people. But no matter who's here, I'm ready to go. It's Christmas in October this year. Right as I walked in, I met Santa himself, where he gave me a coupon with a cookie and even a goodie bag. I'll definitely have to open this up at the end. But first, let's take a look at all the animatronics and everything else they have. Right as you walk in, you can see the Peppermint Lane sign, which looks very similar to the one last year. Right in the front, you have Charlie from Rudolph. I have not seen this movie in many years, but I do remember this character. Let's see what he does. Oh, there he goes. He's rocking all around. What are you saying, buddy? I can't even hear you. And then right next to him, you have this girl from Rudolph as well. Her name is just Misfit Daw, and she rocks back and forth. I mean, if you love Rudolph, this is probably your favorite thing. And then let's not forget about the Misfit Elephant. They got everything Rudolph in here this year. Making our way on through, you have the girl version of Rudolph. Like I said, I have not seen this movie in so long, and she looks very similar to the reindeer last year, but now the mouth moves. Across from there, you have this giant glittery nutcracker. They had one similar to this last year, but not with all this glitter. And yeah. This one better be good. So he swings his arm and sings to this song. But he is Bluetooth, so you can do any song you want. But with that price, these better be real diamond. Right behind him, you have this swinging elf, which is almost the same thing as the swinging snowman last year. That one was honestly one of my least favorite, but I don't know, I kind of like this goofy elf. Looks like he's enjoying his time. As he does his thing, we're gonna look at this other nutcracker, which is definitely way less expensive, but to me, honestly looks better. I like the classic look a lot more than all the diamonds and whatnot, but I guess it's personal preference. Oh, and hey, look at this. I almost missed it. If you don't like the elf, here's the snowman again. Looks like he's struggling there a little bit to swing. You might be a little too big for it, dude. He's shaking all around. Now over here, they have this again, where you can write letters to Santa. Don't worry, I definitely got to do this right now. And then in front of that, you have another one of these glittery nutcrackers. And believe it or not, it does the same thing as the other one. But this guy honestly might be one of my favorites this year. You have a giant Frosty the Snowman animatronic that I was actually wondering why they didn't do it last year. I remember seeing him in the window of the display and thinking they should have done an animatronic. Well, I guess they were waiting for this year. Let's watch him go. Hey, look at that. He takes his hat right off. Shouldn't he be dead, though? I haven't seen the movie in a little bit, but I remember that he can't take his hat off or something. What's going on here? But excusing all that, this one is really cool. And then all the way at the end, we have the final 2 animatronics with yet again another nutcracker. And then this really unique one that almost looks like something that could be at Home Depot. Let's see what this Santa does. Oh, look at that. He's actually following me around. I didn't even realize. Yeah, it says it right there. Santa is watching you. Spirit's been doing that a lot with their animatronics where it follows you. And this is yet again another one of those right here. Kinda creepy. But now that I've seen all the animatronics on display, let's quickly go through the ones they have for sale. It looks like they all have their own unique box this year, unlike last year's boxes. Right here, you have the swinging elf and snowman. You have some of the nutcrackers right here, along with this ginormous box of the glittery nutcracker. You're gonna need a pickup truck to bring this thing home. You also have some of the Misfit toys right here, and also all these coupons I could just take right now, but I'm not gonna do that, obviously. I don't wanna be on the naughty list. Here's that giant motion tracking Santa. These 3 huge boxes of Frosty, and then this actually kind of hard to find animatronic of Krampus. I've only ever seen this one online a couple times and at Spirit Christmas, never at Spirit Halloween. But that's everything they have on the floor. Let's move on to the next area, and that would be right over here to Inflatable Land. They had a similar setup to this last year, and I'm glad they brought it back. But we might as well start with this huge one right in the front. You have this guy from Rudolph, and yeah, this guy's definitely big. As a person that usually chooses animatronics over inflatables, I gotta say this one's pretty good. But now let's actually walk on through and see the rest of them. Starting right in the front here, you have the 3 characters from Rudolph, and they just go up and down in this box. Spirit Christmas has an obsession with Rudolph. And then of course, how could you not have Rudolph himself right next to them? They had this exact one last year, and they brought it back. That should be no shock to anyone. Oh my gosh, they have another Rudolph thing in here? I know, real surprising. Now we have a brand new one where it's SpongeBob's home. This has got to be one of my favorites already. I mean, really, who doesn't love SpongeBob? And then we got good old Patrick Patrick right next to it. For some reason, it's not SpongeBob, but I guess Patrick is good enough. We got a classic from last year where it's Santa stuck in the chimney and he's kicking his feet. Although I think these are broken. Right here is a generic Christmas tree. It is what it is. We got a couple more that were from last year, like this big polar bear and his little penguin friends. These two snowmen trying to put a star on this big tree. This one reminds me of an old Hallmark snowman from back in the day. I remember liking this one because it's a big teddy bear and it actually has fur. We got a snow globe right here and you can see a snowman inside of it. I wish instead of just having it plain like this, there was actual snow blowing around. That would make it really cool. Here we got a snowman inside of this gingerbread house, along with this Santa trying to swing his arm. Hey, I mean, he's giving it his best shot, but he's a little old now, so you gotta cut him some slack. Come on, Santa, push that arm up. Oh, just there. Oh, Santa's a little past his prime. And then as for the final inflatable on display, it's this big tower of gingerbread men. Yeah, I would say this thing's about my height. And then, of course, after you see all of those, they have a bunch more in the box, some of which are on display already, but then you have some new ones like this, which is honestly one of my favorites. But some of the craziest ones are right here in the middle, where it's the 20 feet characters. You can get a snowman right here, this Santa, here's a Christmas tree, and then of course a gingerbread man. Hey, it's Santa. And then on this wall, there's even more, most of which aren't on display like this. Mickey and Minnie Mouse, you got the Peanuts, and even Frosty. I gotta say, I'm really impressed with the inflatables this year. They look pretty good. But now I'm ready to take a look at some of the other stuff they have, starting with this section right here in the front. I remember going to Walmart back in the day, and they would always have a row of these animated plushes on the shelf. Let's see what Rudolph does. Oh, it hops all around. All right. Yeah, honestly, I don't even like those that much where they just hop around. I think that's what all of these do. How about Frosty? Oh, he's hopping. Come on, Minion, you're gonna do the same thing? There he goes. All right, this one's not gonna move around like that. Yep, it is. Now, this one's more like it. I like when they just sit there and move around. On this wall, it looks like they got some big plushes with Frosty right there at the top with extendable legs. I wonder how high you can make him go. Oh, all right, almost knocked him over. Yeah, I was too curious. I had to see how long his legs go. And yeah, Frosty's looking a little weird. Someone skipped leg day. You also got Mickey and Minnie right here. Some more Frosty the Snowman, Snoopy, Bluey, and even Hello Kitty. Over here, we got some bobbleheads with Krampus at the bottom. Here's Buddy the Elf, my favorite, A Christmas Story. And then for some reason, we have these two. But now let's take a dark turn into this corner. This is where you'll find all the creepy Christmas decorations. You got Art the Clown Nutcrackers at the end here, Ghostface, and even Krampus. And then this is just some more creepy nutcrackers. But if you just want normal nutcrackers, you can look right over to the other side. None of these are creepy in any way. Well, at least not all of them. One of my favorites from last year, though, was this thing, where it looks like a normal Santa until you move it, and he's all messed up. And if you want even more creepy stuff, take a look right here, where it's all the horror ornaments. However, I don't want to show them all in this video, so I'll probably do another video like I did last year, where I showed every creepy item. So I'll wait for that, if I do it. Over in this corner, they have all the sweaters, most of which are fine, just like this one. You got Elf right here, and even some creepy Halloween ones. But then you got others that are so inappropriate, I'm not even showing it in this video. But if ugly sweaters aren't your thing, then right next to it, you have all these onesies. I definitely can see people buying these. I'm not sure if they'll get the matching head, but hey, maybe they will. And then of course, what Spirit Halloween is most famous for is the costumes, and Spirit Christmas has their own selection with Santa, Mrs. Claus, Buddy the Elf, and that's actually it. But if you want to forget all of that and just have a t-shirt, well, here you go. They have plenty to choose from, including this creepy elf, which I'm so glad they brought back. This thing looks like The Exorcist. And then as for the final section, it would be right here in the back, and this is where you actually get your picture with Santa. However, that doesn't start until November 21st. Trust me, I'm sure it's a blast, but I might have to skip out on that one. Besides, I already met Santa today. This year was definitely an improvement from before. With better animatronics, inflatables, and merchandise, I can really see this taking off and becoming just as big as Halloween. But of course, how could I forget about my Christmas present? The bag came with another cookie, this cool hat, mini boxing gloves for some reason, and even a letter from not Santa, but the Spirit PR team. Make sure to subscribe and buy merch. Link in the description. Oh my gosh, they got Spirit Christmas batteries.